All right, without any further ado,
There's that magic sound of the ticker tape.
all
That
right.
means it's time for the twin. And this week's twin is about a lady named Amber Blonigan. And
Who the heck is Amber Blonigan?
I am so glad you asked there, Karnak. And because we were talking before the show went on the air about one of your friends who's starting a business, and he wants to start it disruptively. And I didn't know that, but Amber did just that. Let me tell you about Amber.
I'd love to hear about Amber.
Yes. Amber grew up in Minnesota, North Dakota, and upstate New York. And as a young lady, she did more boy things than girl things. She was not into doing hair and makeup or Barbie dolls. That just wasn't for Amber. She was about things that went fast, like bobsled races. I guess you could say Amber was a how fast can things go junkie. That's just the way she was. Tomboy, I don't think does enough justice. Well, Amber grew up and went to school and became a Series 7 broker, which means she could do variable annuities and that kind of thing, stockbroker. But she really liked cars, and to no surprise, especially fast cars. That's as a child. And as she states later, she spent a lot of money on her cars to do the extra things that she really didn't need, but she really, really wanted. Amber now became a car junkie. But also at this time, Amber was struggling with how she felt about her career in finance, because she would meet many people who were inspired and excited to go to work every day. And Amber realized that she wasn't inspired or excited. She did her job. And she says, you know what? I want to be inspired and excited like they were. But this is my job. It's what I was trained to do. And I guess I'm stuck doing what I'm doing because I do it pretty good as a financial advisor. Well, after hanging out in a few car shops waiting for a BMW to be serviced, Amber noticed the following things about car shops. Number one, they needed a more customer service oriented approach. They just weren't there. Number two, they needed to be a lot cleaner. And number three, they needed a fresh image to the public of what a car shop was. And she was there a lot with her BMW. So Amber gathered together people who knew a lot more about cars than she did, and she put together a new concept for an auto shop. This is the Series 7 broker. And she shared it. All, again, inspired and excited. That's what she wanted to be. She was inspired and excited. And after she finished, everybody thought she was nuts. Her family wouldn't even acknowledge her idea of her new car shop.
Really?
To them, a car shop was dirty and was filled with, this is their quote, not mine, uneducated men, nasty men, all covered in oil. Ugh. Well, Amber got distressed and depressed that the people she cared about did not like her new idea. And she says, man, how far off can I be? She says, well, she approached a friend, a respected friend, who was a successful entrepreneur. And she shared with him her idea for a different kind of car repair and performance shop. He listened and listened and said 6 words to her. 7 words, as a matter of fact. Because he says, Amber, you can do anything you want. Well, Amber remembers how she heard that saying so many times before, but at that time, where she was in her life, coming for a friend she respected, to Amber, it was a life-changing moment. And ever since that meeting, everything she did from then on was a step forward to get to her passion for this new idea for a car shop. So in 2004, at the age of 25, remember she's a kid, 25, with $30,000 and having a 2-week-old baby, how's that for commitment? Amber left her career as a financial advisor to start a company called GI Automotive Group with her ex-husband. He had a background in racing and restoring cars, so she'd be perfect. But as she looks back, she questions how really invested was he in the success of this business. Remember, it was Amber's business. You just brought him on board to help out. He would frequently say to Amber, "You are going to lose a lot of money. Don't do that. And that is stupid." And Amber says, okay. But she persevered and started to look in the Santa Monica area for a location to rent. And Amber was, listen to her criteria. She was looking for a place that didn't do a lot of business and wanted or maybe needed to lease out their shop. And she found what she thought was a perfect spot in Santa Monica. As she describes it, the place looked like a wrecking yard. The cars hadn't been moved in years. They were covered in dirt. She says, perfect. She walked in and says, hi. She says, I'd like to lease your property or possibly even buy it. Who do I need to talk to? And that's when she faced discrimination. The gentleman, and I'm using the gentleman loosely because he was a jackass, responded rudely, what? And he shooed her away like she was a little kid. She was 25-year-old lady. But Amber persevered. She came back and says, no, seriously, I want to have my own car shop. Can we talk? The guy never took her seriously and was rude to her, so she left. So Amber sent her male friends back, and they negotiated a lease for Amber to open GI Automotive Group. Amber opened her doors and started looking for business. Where do you look for business? She called her broker friends, most of which were driving expensive cars, and told them about her new shop. Well, some of them came in. And Amber and her company did such a good job that they started telling their friends, who also had expensive cars, about the GI Automotive Group. And Amber stumbled upon the greatest, most cost-effective form of marketing. It's called word of mouth. By the 3rd month after opening GI Automotive Group, Amber was doing over $100,000 a month in revenue. When asked how she was able to grow revenue so fast, here's Amber's response. She says, I got up every day and I didn't stop. I had a baby, remember, 2-week-old baby, a baby strapped to my chest, and I was running around. I didn't stop whether I was at the shop or out talking to people about my business. She says, I was really inspired. I would get new ideas every day, and I would just get super excited about them. So I guess what drove our growth was just inspiration and being excited about what we were doing. Amber recently was asked, since you are now very successful, are you still running into haters who think you're going to be scared to break a nail because you're in the automotive repair business? Her response is, yeah, I still deal with that. But I just realize that there are people who are going to like you and some people who aren't going to like you. It doesn't really matter. Just put those negative people out of your life and focus on a positive and believe in yourself. She says, but I also meet people who think I'm just the face of the business. She's an attractive lady. That I really don't know anything about the auto business. And I'm like, okay, I just don't care. People can think what they want to think, whichever is most convenient for them, whatever they're most comfortable with is fine with me. Today, GI Automotive is highly renowned and recognized as the premier repair and performance shop in the Los Angeles area, catering both to luxury and exotic car owners. Not bad for a Midwestern girl who preferred dirt bikes to Barbie dolls. I was impressed with Amber, obviously. And because of the thing of the book I'm working on, I said, what made her what she is? And here's what I come up with. Amber Blonigan is a superstar in her industry today because she did three things. Number one, she identified complaints. Some were about herself, but some about her industry. That's number one. Number two, she took each complaint and had an, I call the aha idea. Aha moment, I think is, I don't care what that is. She had an aha idea for each complaint. And then she used her aha ideas to create a multi-million-dollar auto shop business. Here are the complaints that Amber identified, some about her and some about the industry. Here are Amber's aha ideas. And at the end of each one, I have three questions that every entrepreneur should ask themselves to see if this will help them in their business. Complaint number one. And it was a complaint that Amber had about herself. She says, I don't love what I do for a living. Remember we talked about that? She wasn't inspired and excited. Here was Amber's aha idea. She says, if you don't love what you do, you have a job. If you love what you do, you have an unstoppable quest. Love what you do. Amber was a good Series 7 broker, but that was not her passion. Amber's passion was cars and speed. Remember we talked about that when she was a kid? She turned her passion for cars and speed into the core of her new company, which I'm going to describe shortly, how she did it. Questions for entrepreneurs, small business owners. Do you have a job? Or do you have an unstoppable quest? There is a difference. What are you passionate about? Can that passion be the focus of your business? What you're currently doing or a new business? Complaint number two, which Amber felt and heard from others about the auto shop business that she was going to go into. She says, here's the complaint that she and other people had. People have to go to multiple auto shops to have body work done, interior work done, and engine work done in a car. Here was Amber's aha idea. Brilliant. She says, create a one-stop auto shop that does everything people want done to their car. Amber's target market were owners of luxury and exotic cars. She knew that. She wasn't going after the guy to fix his Ford Fiesta. She wanted the Maseratis, the Bentleys, the Rolls, the BMWs, that type of thing. She says, these people are accustomed to being treated like Ritz-Carlton VIPs. She says, my auto shop that I'm going to create will perform like a Ritz-Carlton concierge. Owner comes in and says, sir, what would you like? Or ma'am, what would you like done to your car? And the response was always, no problem, we'll take care of it. Just like a concierge. Three questions for an entrepreneur. Number one, can you become the Ritz-Carlton concierge in your industry? If yes, what do you have to do to become that? If no, why not? Complaint number three. This is a general complaint. To quote her family, most auto shops are dirty with uneducated men dripping in oil. Here's Amber's aha idea. I'm going to create a Ritz-Carlton-like auto shop. That classy. Amber wanted a shop that was clean, professional, and catered to her target audience, which she considered them to be VIPs. Now, a few luxury dealers were doing that, but none of the independents were doing that. Amber was going to be the first. Three entrepreneur questions for this complaint. Are you trying to cater to everybody? Okay, that's up to you. What if you catered just to your target market? Would that make you different? Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Number three, how can you make your most profitable class of clients clients feel like they were Ritz-Carlton VIPs. Number 4, this is a complaint Amber had about her life. The people closest to me think I'm nuts about my new idea for a business. Here's Amber's aha idea, and I love the way this put. Screw the naysayers. Do what you think is right. Screw them. Amber did not get encouragement from her ex-husband or a family, but she followed her friend, the entrepreneur's advice. She ignored the negative people, which I think is a great idea, and she followed her passion. My question is for entrepreneurs. What do you want to do that others think is nuts? Are they correct? Are you nuts? Or are you on an unstoppable quest? Complaint number 5 about the industry. There aren't any women leaders in the auto shop industry, especially in the Los Angeles area in 2004. Here's Amber's aha idea. I love her confidence. The auto shop industry is starving for a female leader. Bingo. When she had that in mind, that was it. There weren't, and probably still aren't, many female-led automotive shops in the Los Angeles area, but that did not stop Amber. And matter of fact, it motivated her. She was going to be that leader. Questions for entrepreneurs. What areas can you challenge that has very seldom been challenged before? Are you brave enough and determined enough to receive the arrows like she did from her ex-husband and her family? And if you succeed, will it be worth it? That's it. Complaint number 6. Some people don't like me, and some people don't want to do business with me. Remember, we talked about that. Here's Amber's aha idea. Don't spend any time trying to win over people who are not responsive. Ignore them. Spend time with people who want your help. Amber ignored the haters. She ignored the naysayers, and she ignored the people who did not like her for whatever reasons they had. She concentrated on those people who wanted her help and those people that she could help. Her business skyrocketed. Questions for entrepreneurs. What people are you still chasing because you hate to give up? It's your pride. How can they not like me? I'm the greatest thing in the world. They don't like you. Live with it, okay? Are you still chasing them out of pride? That's question number 3. How much better off would your business be if you spent time finding and servicing those people who want your help? And finally, the last complaint. This was a tough one for Amber because she's very pride. She says, you know what? I still feel crappy about the mistakes I made in the past that cost me a lot of money. And we've all done them, and we all have those regrets, okay? Here was Amber's aha idea. Stop beating yourself up. You're going to fail sometimes. You're going to look stupid sometimes. You're going to feel bad. Just know it's temporary and it will pass. You will not be successful if you are not disciplined and don't keep moving forward every day. 3 questions for entrepreneurs. What are you still beating yourself up over? Did you learn something from that experience, even if it was never to do that again? Time to get over it and move forward. And I'm going to close this twin and probably many more twins. I've come up with this idea, and I like it a lot. I'll share it with you guys. I'll share it with everybody. Every complaint, whether it's yours or somebody else's, is a business opportunity. Find them, aha idea them, then multi-million-dollar them. And I have in parentheses underneath, if you don't, somebody else will. And that's my twin for today.
Very cool. Very cool.